Hey there, and welcome back to Modded Monster Train. Hope you're all doing well today. I've had a pretty good one. Busy day at work, but managed to get some modding in. Did some updates to this very patch that we're working in. Not released yet, so don't get too excited. And I'll give you a sneak preview of a little bit of a few of the changes there, just so you know kind of what's coming. At least what I did today that I can confirm for sure will be in the next batch. But just as a reminder, in case you're joining us for the first time, let me go into mod settings here. I have a unofficial balance patch that I personally maintain, and this balance patch is a significant content update to the game that results in a large number of changes and ultimately fixes, quote unquote, a lot of the balance issues in the game. It's a lot more reactive than the devs are to the overall balance situation within Monster Train. There are a couple other mods I have enabled here, nothing too crazy that changes too much. They're mostly either cosmetic or allow me to construct runs if I so choose. And one of them is kind of a dependency that's just there for the framework. And that's that. Let me pull up the logbook real quick and show you just briefly what I touched on. They're not going to be in here, but I'll explain what I did anyway. If I go to Umbra, Units, and we look at the Crucible Doggos, yeah, so the Collector and the Warden. I think these units have underperformed pretty universally in the DLC landscape. I think that they're sadly not doing very well. I think you can win with them. I mean, certainly you can, right? I do win with them myself, but at the same time, they're always an uphill battle, and you never really want to take them. They're kind of like your, well, I guess I didn't find anything else unit, and they can do a passable job. But essentially, when you take these units, you're guaranteeing that you're going to have, at best, a mid roll, right? You're not going to have a high roll because these dudes aren't doing that much. I didn't want to, break them or anything, of course, but I did want to give them a little more oomph. So what I did is I added stats to their gorge ability. So the Crucible Collector, because the problem with the Crucible Collector is it needs to not get one shot in order to benefit from its lifesteal. It gains +2 health on gorge now. So this number 20 goes up whenever it gorges. Really good. I did a run with it today, or a couple runs actually, and I came up with some really good numbers where with sufficient gorging, this thing could get up to like 100, 200 HP, and then you can focus almost exclusively on scaling its attack and giving it multi-strike and stuff so that it can actually, kill floors and things. It was a nice change. I like it. It was a very good frontliner. And then you had the Crucible Warden, who gains +1 attack on Gorge. And this works out pretty well as a more offensive variant. And I like that a lot. And the other nice thing is because, the stats are a nice balance knob, right? I can give 1 attack to the Warden and 2 health to the Collector, and it results in a good balance between the two without desynchronizing them significantly. Their current baseline configuration of just giving a status effect in 1 stack on Gorge, it doesn't give a lot of room for balance, right? I mean, you could tweak their base stats, but that's not going to make them scale better, right? So I think this change is very awesome. I did try out the Warden, and I felt like he got up to a very significant attack number. Obviously, the morsels themselves contribute a lot, but the addition of even a +1 matters a lot when you're gorging, 30 units in a combat, or 30 plus, right? So those are the confirmed changes in Umbra. And there's one more that I can confirm for you in Melting, the Devourer of Death. This is not a significant one, but it is important. The devs made him a wickless unit a long time ago because with Soul being temporary in the base game, it was very awkward with integrations using the artifacts that interact with tombs. So I'll pull them up real quick. Where are we? Melting, encased ember, fine. It was melting spout. Melting spout, yeah. The +30 and burnout 1 for tomb units. You don't really want your Devourer of Death burning out in 1 turn, right? Because the soul goes away in the base game. But because the soul is persistent in the mod, him being a tomb again is actually really good. I gave this a couple runs, and frankly, I was very impressed. It made me want to take Melting Spout a few more times in the case of, Devourer of Death, right? Whenever I drafted it. So that'll be a change as well. There are a couple other things that is going to be in the upcoming patch as well, but they're not locked in yet, so I don't want to promise too much at this point. The only other one that I'll mention is that I'm still not happy with Consumer of Crowns, and really the only thing I need to decide on is, do I want to tweak its stats to make it feel better? Because there's a lot of balance knobs here that I can think of in order to get it to a solidly playable state. But the problem is it's not very interesting, right? No one really likes this ability. It's not even lore friendly, right? Why the heck is this guy interacting with imps? It doesn't even make sense given his background and like how the clan works and stuff. So I could go for a more wholesale change here, and people have suggested some cool ones. So I just need to decide on that, right? I need to think about, is this worth a significant overhaul from a gameplay perspective? Does it add enough that it would be valuable? If you have any opinions on that, feel free to let me know, right? I think that'll be useful if anyone has any feedback on that. Otherwise, I'm not going to spoil any of their stuff. Obviously, if I make any other solid changes coming up, I will just mention them in these videos because cool, right? As for the run itself, let's go to Clan Select and talk it through. So we were, what were we? We were Primordium last time, and we had a pretty solid run just filling a sweeper with power and destroying the universe, and then having to big brain our way out of the Divinity because I disrespected the game, which is hilarious to me. So now we're desynced again with the Train of Thought series, so we are on Stygian, and we are on Tethys, which is very exciting, right? Because I have made a large number of changes to Tethys in the mod, and I think there's a lot of interesting stuff here. I won't talk too much about it. I'll talk about what we see exclusively, and then we'll go from there. One thing to consider that's worth talking about here, well, I'll jump to the depart screen at least, and we can go from there. We'll talk about it in that. All right, so the thing I want to talk about, and mainly the reason I wanted to move on, is because that Clan Select screen has loud music. It's just uncharacteristically loud compared to the rest of the game. But anyway, so one thing I want to bring up is once we cycle through the Stygian and Awoken units, champions rather, we'll be back and kind of like have done a full cycle, which is exciting, right? That's kind of a good milestone for my being able to deliver this content, but also for just the channel in general. So that's pretty cool. And based on that, I need to decide on how I want to approach this series from an order perspective, right? Because there's a lot of ways we could do it, right? We could go in reverse order like we have, start with Wormkin and just cycle back. We could do... What is the other approach? Oh yeah, we could do, primary default champions and then exile champions in, ascending or descending order. And we could do that. Obviously, the Train of Thought series is going to be separate, and I kind of know how I'm going to approach that. So I have a tendency to think we should approach these backwards, just so that there's differences between the two, right? Because the Train of Thought will ascend, go forward. So that one makes sense. And yeah, I think that's... Yeah, it'll probably go backwards. Anyway, if you have opinions on kind of how you'd want me to approach this, for any of you who are actually listening to this, let me know in a comment, and I would love to hear your thoughts. There's, again, I've mentioned this a couple times, there's not a lot of viewers on the channel right now, so anyone who has an opinion is, super valuable to me. So yeah. And with that said, I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about right now, so let's kind of just jump into this run. We have, today, default Stygian and Exile melting, which means we have primitive molds. We have Pushback Talos with Tethys, which is always a feels good moment. We have Spell Shield Arcus, and we have Sap Seraph. We start with Flash Freeze, Entombed Explosive, and Guardian Stone. It's a pretty good start, right? Obviously, anytime you see melting, you feel pretty decent. Primitive molds especially. This is a really good incant lineup, right? If I had dregs, this would feel a little worse for incants, but that's okay either way. There's a lot of infinites in this clan combo too, especially with primitive mold available to us, so that's an option. We have an incant in our starter, which is nice. Helps out Tethys, helps out floor-wide stuff, and Entombed Explosive is a great start. So I think we're really strong here, even with a ping. So we should be able to do some work. Now, in the mod, I'm a firm believer that the order with which you approach the Forge and Relic start flips for Tethys. In the base game, you want to hit Conduit, and Conduit is essentially the only good path, and if you miss it, you take Spell Weakness, and you kind of just hope for the best. So there's not a lot of decision making to go into the Dark Forge, so you always look at the Relic first, right? Because it might affect your decision somehow. But in the mod, the paths differ substantially and are all very strong in their own way, and there's a whole there's a really big change path as well that if we see it, I'll talk about it. So we'll see. I'm going to look at the Dark Forge first here, and then that'll inform our horde decision. So, okay, we do not see the other path. We get Chillwind and Handheld Totem, but you'll notice changes on both. So first of all, you'll notice that Tethys' base stats are 10 and 10, right? And both paths get this. This is really important, right? Handheld Totem is now in a state where it actually clears all the backlines in the last Divinity, so the elites, the 30 HP purifiers at the top level. And the big change you'll notice is that her ability is on Prepare and not Resolve. Prepare is an important new trigger in this mod that activates when a turn starts, so when you draw your hand. And that's important because it means that the ability is proactive, not reactive, right? It means that as soon as enemies ascend, they get this effect, as opposed to after enemies are attacked, they get the effect. This is especially important on the Divinity, where it means that you can immediately capitalize on the spell weakness on the Divinity, and you don't have a problem with it as far as, you know, the relentless combat, right, where you can't capitalize on it. It does mean that since it's not strike, you can't stack it up infinitely in the relentless phase, right? So you're not going to do, you know, 30 spell weakness and then slam an ancient synergy into a boss and do 4,000 damage. So you need to be careful about that. It does mean the more they return to your floor, they just freely get affected, though, which is nice. It also protects against Sap Seraph in particular, which is nice. It always applies its spell weakness without having to, you know, actually hit. For Chillwind, on the other hand, you'll notice it still applies Frostbite, but it now has a nice room modifier on the bottom. You see that Frostbite deals +1 damage per stack. This is a lot of fun. I'm a real big fan of this because it makes her a relentless killing machine, right? And I really love that. So, yeah, I really love that. And with a Flash Freeze start, I'm going to pick this new Chillwind and show you how it works. You know, 10 HP baseline, all of the paths go up to a level where they don't suck at the Divinity as well. They don't just die to sweep immediately, which is nice. So Tethys is going to contribute a lot here. All right, now let's look at the Horde. These are both pretty good. So Token of a Traitor is essentially an incant relic. It just makes my spells do 2 damage, which is neat. Good in the early game. Falls off pretty quickly. Lost Luggage is just really strong. Frankly, there's enough stuff I want to draw into with the Tombs and the Flash Freeze and the Guardian Stone. I'm going to pick Lost Luggage here. It's just good. We have money here and nothing here. I'm going to... Interesting. The Stygian banner is on the right. I mean, I guess it depends on if we see a unit banner here. I'm going to click the money, though. Pretty low risk at this stage, so that's fine. Unit draft, I'll take it. This is plus attack. And these explosives are not going to be great into... I think this is a little risky, but it's still okay. As long as Tethys doesn't die, we win Relentless, basically. So... Okay. This is actually good, right? Because I can kill... This looks bad, but I can actually just kill my tomb immediately and floor that out. And then I can do Tethys up top, accept the Ember Drain, reform the tomb, and blow this dude away. Cool. I can't do the tomb shenanigans again. I can kind of, actually, right? I can do Guardian Stone, Primitive Mold, and then it has enough HP that it dies to the Foot Soldier, and I accept no money here. I need to respect this floor because I took the unit trial. It's rare that I'll skip that dollar bills, right? But I think it's fine. I think I want to stop this Foot Soldier. And the way to do that is just with a Frozen Lance. And then I play this explosive down on the bottom, and he's going to just body the boss, basically. Yeah, he does 59, which is nice. Alright, cool. I'm going to play this dude, and then just incant up. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. This looks pretty strong to me. No curse for me. Please give me this tomb, which is burnout 4. Cool. I don't see a world in which this loses. Cool. Very strong. I didn't even have to show you what Tethys looked like here, so that looked good. I have no good heavy solution, so I will take a Crystallis. It's just strong. Crypt Builder, but I have no... Yeah, I have no discard. It's good, but I don't want it. I'm just going to take Crystallis here. Oh, wow. This is very difficult. This is an extremely good set of drafts, right? Because Stealth is a great Relentless plan. It gives me a really good Endless target here. Wicklash lets me scale any kind of burnout plan, right? Which I do have a burnout plan potentially with this Merchant of Steel aligned with a Remnant Banner. And then Draft just has a multi-strike infusion, which is also awesome. I think... Oh man, this is tough. I think if I had to pick... What do I have coming up? I do get a Stygian Banner and a Merchant of Steel on the next floor. Or in Ring 3, right? So that's good. So it means I could go Merchant of Magic for the Stygian Banner and take double Stygian. If I see that, then it's like 2 incants, maybe a Shark. With a Shark, I self-infuse it, put it with Tethys. Or, you know, once it reaches Tethys' floor, then it does huge amounts of bonus damage, which is awesome. It's never Wicklash, I don't think. Wrath is strong. I think I'm just going to take Molten Encasement. This lets me keep Tethys alive at worst, and is a good infusion. Yeah, okay, alright. Alright, I do see some strong options here. Worth noting the change to Coldchannel here. Slay, apply Frostbite 8 to enemy units. The Silliphite and Coldchannel have updated infusions to be Slay triggers instead of Strike triggers that are kind of low. Yeah, Coldchannel is really good, right? Because of the Frostbite dealing more damage. It means she does 10 out the gate. Really strong and relentless. But having a Siren is just awesome, frankly. I'm probably going to go that way. And then I could use the Tomb to keep her alive. I think it's the Siren. It's tough, right? It is tough. You know, I'm going to take Coldchannel because she's different. And I think this is okay because this synergizes really well with the Tethys. You have to understand one thing about the mod is that the changes nerf enough things that it's not... The same lines don't necessarily work. And the lines look different. And it might... In some ways, it's a bit tougher. So I could lose by trying Coldchannel. This is not a pick I would take in the base game, but I think it gets there with Tethys. I don't have the mental math memorized. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. Coldchannel, get in here. And with that, I really want to see quick. I think I need to look for a Shark, though, right? Frostbite Shark is just insane on this run. I do take... Multi-strike, quick, and endless very well here. I think I go left, actually. This steel shop is so huge. Yeah, fine. Yeah, endless into molten encasement is just amazing. We're going to take that. I'm going to look at this banner, though. Harvest into Baron or Thug. Harvest into Coldchannel is not bad if she actually kills stuff, right? What else would I put in her? Self-infused, maybe? That's kind of interesting, right? She applies an amazing amount of Frostbite when she kills stuff. The problem is Frostbite doesn't count as a Slay, right? So I don't think a self-infused is a great choice here. It might be. That's actually really strong, though. It's 10 to the floor, or 16 to the floor with Tethys. Baron is fine, I suppose. It does scale her stats a little bit. Baron is good if she actually kills whole floors. Right. Right. Will she kill whole floors? She's doing what? If Tethys is on the floor, she's doing 5 base damage with 10 damage from Frostbite, so 15. That doesn't kill back lines. I'd need to find a multi-strike first for her to actually kill anything. And then if I have a Frostbite shark in the mix somewhere, then maybe I can line them up so that its Frostbite overlaps the kill on this floor. So I would get harvests. It's never a self-infuse here. I'm just deciding if there's something better. What am I seeing? A Stygian banner here? I could take, frankly, like a Siren Infusion, or even if I could find another nameless Siren. I think I skipped this. It's fine. I don't think it's the Baron, buddy. I am taking Endless on Molten Encasement here. It's just good. I'm not re-rolling this on the off chance I see something fun. -2? Crystallis? No, this is too aggro, and I don't need these. I could put Entombed Explosive in the encasement, but frankly, I don't want to because I might see another one or dupe it and self-infuse, so this is fine. I think just that Molten Encasement gets us through whatever this combat is. Yeah, okay, I can take this money. I don't think there's a single draw that kills me. I mean, I guess if I see all primitive molds. Siren dies on turn 1 then. I can just reform her then. It's fine. It's fine. In that case, yeah. I didn't mention it's Sweet Boss, so I should probably respect it with Tethys, but with with Molten Encasement, I don't feel nearly that bad. We'll just have Stealth. I mean, this just destroys, right? Yeah. Yeah, cool. Cool. That's great news, right? I need to work on these heavies though, right? But I think I more than anything want to avoid taking curses here. Yeah. Cool. Well, it's fine. Wow. Right, because Tethys also applies 10 Frostbite. So this is 15 Frostbite, 30 damage. Jeez. I'm going to put this Crystallis in mid, and then we'll be fine. That's actually pretty awesome, huh? Wow. Huh. Neat. Interesting, huh? It does not matter. I'll put it down, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna die. Yeah, it's fine. The stealth alone carries us through this combat, so yeah, no problemo. The Frostbite stacks very quickly. Will I take one of these? Another Flash Freeze, Ice Tornado, Crypt Builder? No, I skipped this. I already have my heavy spell, and these other ones are way too expensive here. It's fine. Okay, so modded Hallow Drippings applies armor to the floor, and then also extends burnout, which is kind of nice. It's a good incant. I could still take the draft and then reform Cold Kalia. I'm going to take this draft because it opens up a lot of stuff, right? I could put it into Cold Kalia, reform her constantly, and then she scales to a good level, and it gives her multi-strike. Yeah, okay. Even if I don't end up going that route, at worst I just reform that thing multiple times, right? We go right. Show me a shark, maybe. Large, incant, armor 2 and plus 10. Interesting. Just straight up sirens, huh? This is kind of where I need to decide on, am I reforming Cold Kalia? Which is a viable strategy, right? Or am I incanting her? I have a decent incant plan. There's enough spells in this deck to do it. But I am playing a lot of units, right, with the Endless Tomb, so I actually think the reform plan sounds more interesting, so let's do that. And then maybe I dupe the Cold Kalia. Dude, I don't know, man. This is some whack nonsense. Quick on Cold Kalia, good. Burnout 1 on Tomb, good. Just gonna go ahead and... Oh, I can't do the infusion yet, huh? Yeah, huh, interesting. I think I'd eventually want to dupe her. It doesn't have to be now, though, right? Sure. I don't need this money because next floor is no shop. Yeah, so we just play it cool. Space is good. The locket, though? The locket's really nice because it's 15 magic power, right? And 15 magic power is 30 damage on these frozen lances. Turns these into veritable weapons. And I'm not really using the space. It does mean I need to take space eventually if I'm going to dupe the Coldchannel, right? Or I can just take space. You know, I think if I had a secondary clan that had magic power benefits instead of primitive molds, I might do this locket. But I'm actually just going to take the hammer. It lets me play mid-floor. I now no longer have to even think about space, which is just good. So, fine. The tomb should protect us from Talos pushback. Yeah. So I'm not afraid of Talos here. Yeah, I'm not afraid of her at all. I can just plug a lot of damage in here. Yeah. Because she kills the tomb and gets attacked for a lot. Yeah. The Frostbite scales up very intensely. She just took like 30 damage from that. And then, yeah, we just play Tomb a ton of times and win the video game, I guess. Yeah, wow. Pretty straightforward, huh? I suppose so. This feels pretty strong. Now, this is a case where, because Tethys slams this front line, we can't do that. I want to avoid giving this incant up here, frankly. Well... he's doing what? 2-7? I'd have to incant him a lot in order to get the kill there, sadly. Yeah, fine. Sadly. Alright, I take 2 hits. Not a big deal. I pretty comfortably beat our friend Talos. Wow, that draft does work, huh? Didn't even need it. We're pretty strong here, huh? Yeah, we're pretty strong. I think our Relentless plan is very good right now. Any changes here? Yes. The Wax and Spike has scaling burnout. So it's not just 4, and it also is a +5 per attack per Ember, not +4, which is nice. This is a very good spell if you're going to go into a burnout plan. You can give a lot of burnout to a floor. Intent on Death is pretty solid here. I have a Held Over Tomb, and it burns out. So I'm just going to take it. It's a slam dunk, 1 cost incant. Yeah, good. Wrong Shark. I do see the Coldchannel, but I think I'm going to commit to the draft strategy here. So Siren again. I'm going to skip this. I want to see if this wins. I could lose this run because I'm trying some real experimental bullshit. And we're just going to have to see if that gets there, right? Draw. I think it's Ember because I'm always playing a 1-cost Tomb every turn, and that sucks. This lets me play spells with it. Just take removals at the same time, really? I don't need a dupe here. What would I do? Intent on Death? The Tomb, I guess? For a future self-infuse, maybe? I don't think it's necessary for now. I can always do it later, right? Because on ring, where is it? Ring 5, I do the Draft Infusion. I could dupe. I kind of want to go left here and find a multi-strike or something. It's a good removal lineup. So I'll go left, find, I don't know, multi-strike or something. And, no Frostbite Shark on this run. I guess it's a good thing I picked up Coldchannel, or I would have a pretty bad time with this Tethys line, huh? We'll do the infusion here. I don't want to dupe anything there. Let's look ahead for other future dupes. The next dupe is on ring... Wow, ring 8, huh? Only one more. So ring 8 has to be my... Oh, but wait, I can't do it. That's a Divine Horde, not a Temple. If I'm going to self-infuse, I have to do it on ring 5. Huh. That's an interesting dilemma. I have to do it here. Unless I take this dupe right now. I could dupe it, go left, and just hold on to it for a while. I'll only play one of them. You know what? I think... Does this even remotely do enough damage to the Divinity? I mean, think about it. Like, the self-infused Stealth Tomb is good, but this is not enough damage. Right? I need to do more damage. So I really need to infuse the Giraffe in and start reforming her. Problem is the reform is going to compete with the stealth stacking, right? So like they're competitive in that respect. I don't think I ever do the self-infused tomb, frankly. I think that is incorrect. We're going to go right here. I'm going to look at this relic. Votive key. Encased Ember is just... Geez, that makes me feel really dumb about taking Ember here. I guess I'm going to have Infinite Ember then. Dang. Because I don't want Votive Key. You know, I knew this would happen, right? It's always the, like, I'm taking Ember because of a good reason, and then get slammed. Lady of the Reformed is modded here. I'm looking at the banner. She now gives friendly burnout units burnout 1 and armor 2. So she has some defensive elements to her, which is really nice. I don't think it's here, though. We're not doing it here, so. Yep, skip. I'm going to remove 2 Train Stewards because they're the worst cards in here. They don't do anything. I'm going to look at this relic because I'm behind. Icicle Fracture. It's actually just Winged Steel, right? I have a million Ember now. I need any draw relics I can find. Okay, we actually see the other path here, Withering Monument. So I'm going to give you a quick crash course on what this is. This is basically a replacement to Conduit for a few reasons. Conduit's strength is directly related to the strength of Stygian in general, and with Siren being nerfed and a few other cards being nerfed or changed, I feel like Conduit loses its luster pretty quickly. It is a complete champion path overhaul, and it now it's quick, and it applies sap to the attacked unit if it is not relentless. That's an important one. So it's not going to go infinite and just auto win any bosses because they have relentless, but it can stack sap on floating bosses ahead of relentless, which is neat. So it's pretty fun. I like it a lot. It pairs very well with sweep, so you can get some quick sweep action in there. For now, I think we're going to just continue down the Chillwind path because there's a big payout at Chillwind 3 if you go all the way. That will help out Coldchannel's damage a lot. And yeah. You know, funny story. Why did I take Quick on her if she has Stealth? Was that ever worth it? I guess it helps if I don't draw Stealth on turn 1. I took that trial, by the way. There's no way you can stop me. Well, it doesn't matter here, but... Cool, I just do this down here. and I kill one of these guys. Let's see, this is 7. Yeah, we just kill one. Cool. I have 10 Ember on turn 2. That seems reasonable. Sure, have some stealth, I guess. These entombed explosives are going to do a ton of work up until I actually can do anything else. Huh. Yeah, they're going to do a lot. Just play tombs. Everyone's a tomb. Everyone is a tomb. I have too much defense here, right? I need offense. It's going to be my big downfall. Yeah. That is a big concern, frankly. I mean, this is fine now because I think we're strong enough, but it took 5 there, BT dubs, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, right? Because I don't see us actually doing enough damage here. I mean, I think our Relentless is okay, actually, because of the Tethys Relentless plan, but I think heavies are going to be a real problem. We're going to need to do some real magic here. Yeah. Oh no, I take a curse. What do I do with my 19 Ember? Yeah, that we win this easily. That does scale up Relentless really quickly. If we had if I had a shark on this run, I would feel a lot more comfortable. Okay, so mods changes. Yeah, Cuddle Hex has phased, which is interesting. It means I can play it on another floor and it doesn't do terribly. Drain is a targeted discard in the mod. It's really interesting, right? Because the clan doesn't have very many, and this makes Drain significantly better when played with things like, for instance, Frenzied Swarm or whatever. Ice Empire did get hit with a little bit of a nerf. It is 2 cost in the mod because it's so darn good. I'm going to take it here still because I need things that do damage to heavies. And this is one of them. That is one of them. I don't see myself taking Remnant Host here. I don't need Sacred Wicks. Fatal Melting is modded. It's only 1 cost in the mod. This could be really good, actually. Right? Because I'm killing, what, 3 tombs pretty regularly? This scales it, what, 3 times? That's actually really slow, right? That takes 10 deaths before I can kill backlines, and I already have Coldchannel. Yeah, I don't care. Skip it. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we're at the stage where I'm going to ignore the self-dupe infuse on any of these. I'm probably just going to put an entombed explosive into my molten encasement, frankly, at some point. But we're going to look hard for multi-strike here, and I'm going to cut Train Steward. I have so much stealth that Crystal Cloak is irrelevant. Multi-strike? Endless Burnout 1 again? I don't want it. Man, where's my shark? Where's my shark, man? Burnout 1 goes in nothing, I guess. Yeah, give me a multi-strike. Okay, well, screw me, I guess. I don't think I need multi-strike to win. I'm going to take a -2 into Ice Empire here, I think. I'm going to do this infusion right now. Yeah, this at least gives me a multi-strike, right? A multi-strike, which is fine. I'm going to do Value Stone on Ice Empire. I need shards eventually anyway. It's a fine time to take them. That makes it 0 cost. I have 500 gold. What do I remove? I mean, Frozen Land's not great. Lets me get around a primitive mold faster. Where's my next magic shop? This is a case where I don't need a tunnel vision steel shops. I see a magic shop next floor, frankly, which is good. I'm gonna remove a Frozen Lance here because it's my worst card. I don't need any of this other crap. And it truly is crap. Yeah, okay, fine. 22 cards, we're pretty thin. I should be able to get a lot out of here. I feel very confident into this trial, right? Because if she gets strong, if Colcalia gets strong enough, she slams the front, and then Tethys, if Tethys attacks something, she basically kills it. She does 35 plus 40 from the Frostbite, plus any other Frostbite on it. Yeah, I think we're fine. There's one round of Harvesters of Death. The 4-unit wave. Oh, this isn't Harvesters of Death. Never mind. It's not even hard here, right? Draft Coldcalia first because she burns out. Seems reasonable, right? And then we just slam the bottom, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? I could have played that Ice Empire for 1 armor up top. I probably should have. I should have, absolutely. Yikes. I need to clear this out. This is terrifying, this upgraded Harvester. Or overcharged tank. Play the Coldcalia. That does kill one and kill the other. That's good. Look at how this thing has 45 armor because I farmed it up with tombs. You know, it was fine though because this explosive does enough damage. But damn, this Harvester is scary. Let's just do this and get the armor out. I think we do enough damage to kill it. Oh, also with this Ice Empire, I feel pretty good about that, huh? We need to play the Molten Encasement on another floor here, so I'm not complete. I have so much Ember. What? That's unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't want to give it that harvest. Get my Coldcalia back. This is an interesting setup, right? Take the incants where I can get it. I think I still win the Relentless just because of frickin' Tethys, right? Which is kind of weird to think about. Huh. Yeah, that's really strange. Tethys is really strong on this path. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Like, this just straight up kills it, which is unbelievable. I don't even hit the Coldcalia. I don't even need it. Oh, I might still. I don't. It's fine. Tethys just does work. She's a relentless mastermind here. Like, with 8 stealth, she just kills this dude so hard. That's awesome. You know, being able to do that with Tethys is really cool. Glacial Seal is a take. Yes, Glacial Seal plus... So Glacial Seal is modded, right? Immediately you'll notice it doesn't cost 2 Ember, like some kind of ridiculous totem. It also does 2 damage to the floor in addition to its Frostbite, which is amazing. I click it. That's really good. Engulfed in Smoke is a good card to take because I'm obviously not doing enough damage right now. No, it's not that. It's never that. What am I talking about? I have enough stealth, frankly. I have enough stealth. It's fine. I need to... What do we got? Divine Artifact? I don't see myself taking this. I mean, Divine Rules of Containment is fine, but... I think with 8 stealth, that would kill... This Tethys just kills Arcus. Yeah, I don't need them. I can take the money here. I'm not worried. The 4 is not going to do much. I go for the magic shop here. My 820 gold. I do see holdover, which is nice. Hold over this Ice Empire and just do it, plug a 90 into whatever every turn, which is pretty solid. Or frankly, hold over Hmm. Making this Ice Empire do more damage is probably just better. Right? It just kills something. Holdover on what, though? Holdover on Primitive Mold? I mean, really, I'm just going to remove all these Frozen Lances, like, right here. So there's, like, I don't know, no other cards to draw besides Primitive Mold, frankly. Which is silly, I suppose. I may as well at least put a +20 and consume in one of them, right? I should hold over something. It feels bad to not do it. Is this 90 enough to do anything, though? Not really, right? Like, what is this even doing, frankly? Very little. Which means I don't buy it. Weird. I'm going to take a -1 on Crystallis, I guess. This is, like, irrelevant, right? I'm getting, like, 20 Ember a turn. I don't need this -1. What am I even doing? I didn't need this -2, frankly. Huh. It's really weird. I'm going to skip this. Remove Consume on Intent on Death? Sure. Sure, make it -1, I guess. Put a +10 in a Crystallis, it does something. I'm just going to remove, like, 2 Frozen Lances, frankly. I have a lot of money. Okay. I don't feel very strong, honestly. I'm basically just cheesing out. I don't know, this feels very cheesy, like this will not win. I go to the removals next floor, and then I just pray. What am I doing? If I take... What I want to do is I want to dupe Coldchannel, right? That's 15, that's 80. If I'm at 80, then I have to take this money next floor, or I take a +10 here. I'm going to take this +10 in Ice Empire, frankly. It's good. It's good. This is the last temple I see. That's okay, right? I'm reforming so much, I may as well have targets. I don't need to infuse anything into this encasement. Yeah, alright, we're fine with that. Cool. Cool. This works. What a weird run. I don't know if this wins. We're learning, friends. We're learning. A rally totem. I hate to see it, but I guess it doesn't matter. I could save the Ember Drain, but frankly, who cares about Ember Drain? Because I have 10 Ember next turn, so the daze is more important to me. Which means I play this order. Yeah, it's fine. I don't play the Guardian Stone this cycle around. I could, right? Yeah, I can. 2 days is okay, right? Yeah. And we just start the Frostbite going. Yeah, that's good. Fine. Works for me. I do lose the incant, which sucks. I just play Glacial Seal. This floor is gonna... What am I doing? Oh no. Oh no, this floor is cursed. I'll at least take 1 incant. Oh no. Look at this floor. It's Glacial Seal and Tethys. Oh my god. The one downside to playing all these tombs is I'm not reforming my poor Coldchannel, huh? Weird, right? I actually think I should just play it on a lower floor, right? And then, like, intentionally kill it or something. She burns out in 2 turns. It doesn't matter. Put that into him. Sure. I think this is fine. What a weird run. I can just incant freely here, huh? Thanks, Glacial Seal. That's a lot of damage, actually. Huh. That's kind of fun. Interesting. That is a lot of damage, honestly. Can't play the stealth up top, huh? Shame. I need to get rid of one of these tombs, I think, actually, right? They're, like, clogging me up. Now I don't need to attack, so I can actually accept the rally, right? That's good. I'm fine with this days. Yeah, cool. Anytime there's one unit, we're okay. Yeah. Anytime there's one unit walking up, we're fine. Right, we get our Coldchannel back here. Keep doing Frostbite, frankly. Put this here, right? This is fine. I need to incant up top for armor, I guess. Sure. This is so bizarre. What is happening in this run? I'm taking a lot. I'm taking 16, which means... Right, she kills this, so they go up 2, so it's 8 and 8, so 16. Yeah, that's never enough. I just play this here, it's fine. He punches this man out. Anytime one unit goes up, we're fine. Does this win? I don't think this wins, dudes. I don't think we get there, friends. Just, I'm terrified of freaking Arcus, so we're just gonna put as much of this bloody Frostbite on it as we can. Oh no. Yo, hold up. I can kill my... Yes, we're gonna kill her. I'm gonna play this tomb. I'm gonna reform her and just play her across 3 floors. Somehow this works. Okay, neat. Hopefully I draw enough incants. Oh boy. Hey, we hit. Cool. I don't know, it looks okay. Bet this will definitely kill Arcus here, and I didn't leak anything, so that's always fun. Oh, I get Coldchannel back. Huh. Is this strong? No, but yes? It's, what, 2 rounds? Huh? Alright. I mean, I don't think that works on the Divinity. Hoarfrost Effigy, we did it! This definitely doesn't work very well on the Divinity, but I love it. Okay, so there is a mod here. Hoarfrost Effigy is fairly substantially changed in the mod. Instead of stealing the Frostbite from the whole floor, it just applies 20, and it still does the doubling, which is good. It costs 1 less, so it's 2 Ember, and it has Consume. I want to remove... I'm going to take Hoarfrost Effigy here. I want to remove Consume on this, and this is how I kill bosses. I mean, this kills Seraph for sure. Yeah, awesome. That's great news. And then just draw cards. I have Ember out the wazoo, and I have Railforger's Hammer, so just give me draw, please. Yeah, alright. What a weird run. I go left and hope to see multi-strike, but if I don't, I'm a little over it. Yeah, I've set myself up that I think I can win without it. I'll take Rules of Containment here. It is just free Frostbite. I remove the last unupgraded Frozen Lance, basically. Multi-strike? More quick. I mean... I think I'm just going to stick a +5, +10 into Glacial Seal so it doesn't die on turn 1. Yeah, sure, why not? I think that's fine. It's actually a really important part of my strategy because I load up a floor and then hit it with the old Hoarfrost Effigy. Reroll. You know, it's just kind of cursed. But frankly, it's fine. The 25 goes in the Guardian Stone. I'm actually just going to put Endless on Glacial Seal because I don't want it to go away. It's actually super important, right? It's a really important part of my strategy. So yeah, Endless, okay, and then 25 into the Guardian Stone. This is some cursed nonsense. I'm definitely going to this Merchant of Steel for the dupe. So it's not the end times yet, but it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, huh? I am going to remove an Entombed Explosive. I think I have too many of them right now. Yeah, I'm going to remove them. I don't need a second one. I mean, it's like more damage, but also, frankly, I'd rather just... I'm going to have another draft Coldchannel that I'd rather get. So, yeah, fine. I'm down to 20 cards here. Alright, the payout. She'll win 3. It applies the same amount of Frostbite, but now Frostbite deals +2 damage per stack. So if you think about the math, right, that means she was doing 40 damage with her attack before. Now she's doing 60 damage with her attack here, but it just kind of benefits a different way. This makes Coldchannel do even more Frostbite effectively. This will be extremely strong and relentless. It's just a matter of not dying before then. So I need to, you know, if they show me like Vapor Funnel or whatever the hell, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I'm gonna click a dupe with the Divine Horde here and go to 105 and be fine with it. Yeah, it's cool. We're great. We're doing great. I'm gonna take this trial as long as it's not death. Oh my god. It's purifiers. We're doomed. I do have a quick sweeper. But it's purifiers. We're doomed. Oh no. I have an endless glacial seal. What have I done to this run? Oh no. Am I going to take Heaven Seal? Does this just kill me? How do I ever kill 2 units here? I mean, a top floor glacial seal with enough incants will demolish them with Tethys. I mean, because each of these incants essentially represents 6 Frostbite to the floor, right? Which is huge. I have a piercing Ice Empire that straight up kills a Steel Wings. This is risk, but I think I need this money because I don't think I'm very strong, frankly. I have the whole setup for a... Is bottom floor a bait? It might be. Is bottom floor a bait? It almost certainly is, right? I have so much Ember, I can just happily take curses. I play this Coldchannel downstairs. I can actually kill this Purifier too, which is excellent news. I play the Glacial Seal. Yeah, I don't have enough Ember on this turn, but I have enough Ember on all future turns. Alright, I want that money. I want the dollar bills, yo. Bad to see the Ice Empire on this turn, BT dubs, but it's okay. Just gonna put this down here. It at least... Okay, great news. Okay, the Flash Freeze draw was really good, so that means I can put Coldchannel on the bottom. Yeah, and then I can get the money that way. The incants don't do anything here, so we just kind of let them go. Okay. Alright, I mean, Ice Empire on a good turn is excellent. We kill this Steel Wings, which is excellent. I can do it with just Frozen Lance. That's excellent news. Here's the first 290. I need to be worrying about this guy, right? If I can kill the Steel Wings, I think we have a good shot because Tethys puts numbers into it then. Hoarfrost Effigy I need to save for... Yeah, I need to save Hoarfrost Effigy for... Oh, we kill that guy. Excellent. Hoarfrost Effigy needs to be saved for the boss. Yes. I need to respect the Frostbite on the Gilded Wing Elite. Let's think about how much damage Tethys is doing here. She's doing a 70 base attack with a 60 on the Frostbite. Any Frostbite that I put up here is huge value. Like, it adds a ton, right? Just incant. Excellent. Cool, we just get there. Any Frostbite I load up on this Elite Gilded Wings... Oh, there's 2 of them. Crap. That's nice. And this does damage. I think that's nice because it kills the Steel Wings. Fortunately, I'm low enough on shards. I haven't hit any double upgrades. But, oh boy, we're a little bit concerned here. It's a good test, right? This is a very good test of kind of where we are. Do I get this kill? Huh. I have to burn Hoarfrost Effigy here. Oh, crap. I have to burn Hoarfrost Effigy here. That sucks. Okay. Okay, not great. I think this is good. Alright, we get through this one thanks to Ice Empire. Excellent. I'm very worried about... I don't think I ever get through unless I redraw Ice Empire. So that means Frostbite on the back dude is just the correct line. Okay. The only way I don't take a full 50 here is if I pop deck into Ice Empire with our Wing Steel, which sucks. Yo, top deck Ice Empire. Game is easy. Game is so easy. It wouldn't have been 50, right? He had 25 Frostbite, but... Alright, we leave this Entomb out because I want to always reform. Hold up. I actually just draw into this every time, right? Yeah. Yeah, I just always get her back here. She has only 5 burnout. I have a guaranteed to redraw. You know, it's fine, right? I can just put her down here. Any hits she gets in are just pure value. Because Tethys solos the rest. What am I talking about? Yeah, Tethys just absolutely one-shots this boss to like a disgusting degree. Yeah. Yeah, just a disgusting amount of this. This is a strategy that might beat a non-Divinity run. Urchin Spines? Am I desperate enough? Yes. Yes, I am. It's modded, right? I think I talked about this maybe. Maybe? I don't know if I've seen it before or not. Anyway, it costs 1 now, and it has Spell Weakness 3 instead of 2, and Sap 2 to the floor. I'm going to click it. Because my deck is thin, and I need... Crushing Demise is in. I didn't even look at the other cards. I need answers here, right? Go left. Money. If you show me multi-strike, I'm going to be happy. They did. They did show me the multi-strike. Cool. Alright, I dupe that, and we're comfortable. Volatile Gauge, Tempered Talisman, or an Exploding Candle. I mean, I guess Exploding Candle does something. I do have burnout units. Tempered Talisman is, I guess, damage. I'm not taking that. The hell with that Volatile Gauge. No way. Absolutely not. I'm going to take Exploding Candle, I guess. It does something. Let's see. Pyrewall? I think I'm buying Pyrewall, right? I mean, yeah. Anything that makes it so I can take damage and not die. I'm gonna reroll this. Light's Gift. Totem Fragment is optimal. Yeah. Alright, we dupe the Coldchannel here. That gets us to 105, and I take a removal on something. What do I even remove, right? I guess I'll put a plus 25 into Guardian Stone here. There's no reason not to. I should remove a card here, right? What is it that I kick? Just a primitive mold? Just a primitive mold. It's kind of like a do-nothing card. I think it's okay to remove one. I need to be able to bring back my Coldchannels, though, so sometimes drawing 2 is strong. I could just remove this Consume Frozen Lands, but I think that's wrong. Maybe I don't remove anything. How many cards do I have once I play stuff? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards on second draw through. I draw 7, and 5 of them are primitive molds. I can remove primitive mold here. Yes. Lock it in. And 105 out of 100. All right, I mean, let's see what the hell we've created. And I have no idea if this wins, but we're testing the line here, right? We're testing the line. Yep. I think I wanna... The sap is annoying here because they don't attack on turn 1. They'll be better once they reform, but I think I just pop this here. This being I pop the Light Wings. I could just do this, actually, using the Crystallis. Yeah, I'm going to do the Crystallis here. That puts the Frostbite into Seraph, which I think is important. Okay. Let's just start the lineup here, I guess. Yeah, this just starts the lineup. Cool. Cool. That's okay. Now that I have a Tomb out, I get Ember every turn, which is great. Yikes. I'm going to need to be careful with... the Ice Empire is going to Slambo now. That's funny. It's interesting because the sap is actually really bad, but it's fine because of the reform damage. I'm just gonna put Frostbite into Seraph, I think. Right? Like the most important thing I could do here. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Exploding Candle. That's funny. They at least attack. That's fine. This puts all that into Seraph, which is excellent. I could just win on this turn, right? Do I just win on this turn? Well, I mean, it does win, right? I mean, because it goes 20, so 93. I mean, that's 183 Frostbite. I can wait another round, though, and plug another 20 into him. There's no reason to wait. This is worth more. Yeah, that's worth a lot. Yeah, especially since it does triple damage with Tethys. Yeah, that's actually awesome. I do have a double heavy coming up, which I need to respect. Always respect the double heavies. Cool. Yeah, we're respecting it sufficiently. Honestly, don't care. Ah, well, I hit the Crushing Demise, so it's free. It's actually pretty clean, right? Worth it, frankly. Ah, shame. Okay. I mean, not much to say, frankly. I feel really strong right now. Yeah, wow. I mean, this destroys Seraph. The Frostbite plan just obliterates Seraph. The question is, does this kill our friend, the Divinity? And the answer is unclear. It's unclear. Interesting, huh? They don't die. Yeah, I mean, we just annihilate Seraph here. I'm not worried at all, but redrew that, didn't matter. Let's just send it. There's not a lot to say. I mean, we do like Seraph has one turn from death right now, which is always a good feeling. Yeah, there's no way I lose here. I mean, we kill on this floor, right? Yeah, we kill on that floor. That's neat. So, Seraph never stood a chance, didn't even get to Tethys. It's interesting because I want to think about Tethys like a sweep unit in this case, right? Because she does sweep damage based on the Frostbite applied by other units. So she essentially represented a lot of sweep damage. And I think that's going to be an important thing played into this run, right? No turn 1 tomb. Just fine. Tethys has 20 HP, by the way. I think we actually play mid here, for sure. Yeah, we play mid. A lot of damage. Wow. She hits 3 times? Huh. Huh, that's crazy. Okay. Not a great hit. Okay, phew, alright. I was worried about frickin' Tomb not showing up on time. Was I moving so fast? Man, I moved so fast I didn't play my other Cold Kalia. That is a throw, honestly. That might have been a throw. Yikes, man. I don't know about this. Okay, we do see it back again, at least. Hitting the boss there is pretty wild. Huh. That's nice. Get the kill there. I need to incant the hell out of this floor, huh? That is enough Frostbite that I probably don't lose, but... Give me a Crystallis here. That's good. That's great news, yeah. I can do this, and then I can plug 2 of them out. All right, yeah, we're happy about that. And then killing the boss with the whatchamacallit. Yeah, okay, we're comfortable here, actually. Killing the boss with the... I don't care about this guy, right? He'll hit armor. He'll hit a couple times, but it's fine. This guy on top. Hitting the boss with Crushing Demise there was big. I frankly don't think we win that mini-boss otherwise. So that was like a 50-50 for the run. I think there was a chance that I could just, you know, destroy him with a spell weakness, a totem fragment on... What is it, Ice Empire? I mean, that would have killed him, but So there were 2 lines, I guess. No, I hold on to this Hoarfrost effigy here. What I want to do is on the Relentless turn, I want to pump Frostbite and then dump this Hoarfrost effigy on the Divinity. I just leak that top guy. I'm cool with that. It's only 2 hits. Barely gets through the armor. Fine. This Glacial Seal's about to just pop off. May as well play that, huh? No Harvest is nice. Yeah, no Harvest is nice. It's good. Doing this guy in front does, like, literally nothing, so I may as well put this down here on the bottom. Interesting. I think putting it in the back is better. Yeah, it gets slamboed out, right? Because you think the math, right? 6 comes through from the Pyre Wings, and then the Trample is the last thing to hit the Coldchannel. If it hits Coldchannel, it carries over. And if Coldchannel is already dead, then it insta-kills the tomb. I didn't run the math, but that was definitely the best way. We do clear spikes, which is excellent. I'm not super worried about... Wow, this guy just dies to that, huh? You always go here. I'm just going to incant the hell out of this. Ah, dang. We missed that 50-50 there. Which means well, that is a lot of damage, honestly. Hoarfrost effigy on that? No. I have other lines, right? I have other lines. We cleared the front, so I'm okay. Do draw that Hoarfrost effigy. It's tempting to slam Crushing Demise here, but it's never right. Hitting the other Coldchannel is good. That just wipes out the bottom floor, I think. Yeah, pretty close to it. Let's pump these numbers up and see what we get to. 16, put it in front, fine. We do half to this thing. Does he kill me? He's doing 14 a pop. I'm drawing into Ice Empire guaranteed next turn, right? I draw 6 cards. I guess there's a 1 in 8 chance I miss. No, there's a 1 in 4 because I redraw the tomb. This is an interesting one, right? Let's see. He goes up with 60 Frostbite, which will kill him in 6 rounds. 6 by... Let's run the math here. If I do 6 by... You may have heard phone sounds there. I'm just doing the math real quick on my phone. 6 by 14, he does 84. He never kills me. And I'll never leak anything else. And if the Divinity goes to Pyre, then I just lose because he clears Frostbite. Okay, that is fine. I will wait. There are enough lines here, and he never outright kills me, which is good. Yeah, right, I mean, we saw it anyway, so he's just dead. Great news. The draft is in the town. I think as long as I get to Relentless, Tethys should just win this, right? I'll take... I have, what, 1 round? It's pretty unlikely I hit the Ice Empire again. Put this down here. That's pretty solid. Basically, do I accept 70 damage for this spell weakness? Frankly, I think so, yeah. Do we win? Wow. We just clean house? Tethys is so strong. Holy hell. What? Are you serious here? Tethys is unbelievable. She is my only relentless killer. She has 14 stealth. I guess she just stacks up so many turns of Frostbite. That is out of control, dude. Huh. That's weird, right? Normally, if you have this kind of a setup, it actually runs the math on all floors, but I guess it doesn't in the case of Frostbite. Weird. It shows that the bottom floor is just winning outright, even though that's clearly not true. You know, let's go down to very fast and just watch this, because Tethys is a beast. Holy crap. Look at this. All right, let's look at these numbers. 29, 48. She's just plugging away 315s, 429s. Wow. Yeah, she is through 7 rounds of her stealth. She could have just killed 2 of those dudes. Holy crap. All right. I mean, the Frostbite Coldchannel line wins in the mod. Yeah, okay. If you had asked me if that would win, I might have told you no. Look at the run summary. Yeah, I mean, that's nuts. Tethys just soloed the Divinity, frankly. She is a relentless beast at these numbers. That is really strong. And, you know, honestly, she just needed, what, 6 rounds of unabated attacking, which is crazy. That's crazy good. I didn't even need the rest of it, because she augments the hell out of her own Frostbite, so as long as she's unopposed and isn't killing herself or being killed, then yeah. You know, obviously I think the Molten Encasement line was pretty important this run. The stealth was an important survivability plan. I had like a Guardian Stone that I started with, and I mean, it tanked a few rounds early on. It was like a stopgap solution. It didn't matter though. The armor was irrelevant. I guess it stopped some damage from, what is it, spikes here and there. Yeah, the Glacial Seal did a lot of work, frankly. It was just, you know, that's just applying Frostbite that gets augmented by Tethys, which feels great. The Glacial Seal did a great job in the mod. I'm a big fan. The flash freezes were good. This Ice Empire was just amazing. I'm glad I took it. And just, I didn't need to take the -2 on it, but honestly, fine. I had so much Ember, it didn't matter. And where is it? Where's that Crushing Demise? Thank you, Crushing Demise. Very cool for just killing a mini boss for me. Extreme awesome. I didn't even play the Hoarfrost effigy on the freaking Divinity. I was saving it for Relentless, and I didn't draw it on the right turn. I didn't need it for anything else. It was really valuable just because it saved me like 80 damage on Ring 7, though, right? Because it killed one of those 10-290s. So thank you, Hoarfrost effigy. Also very cool. And yeah, Intent on Death was fun. Hooray, more stealth. Honestly, pretty solid run. You know, it was stronger than I expected. I didn't think that the full on Frostbite commit with Coldchannel and Chillwind Tethys would get there. This, by the way, this just dies in the normal game. This is bloody terrible in the normal game because Tethys does not have that modifier to Frostbite, and without that, she would run out of turns so fast. She would just die in that Relentless on every combat. She would never kill a heavy. She would die to sweep. Coldchannel line, you know what? This thing was actually awesome, and the quick did matter because I ended up not even playing it on Tethys's floor with stealth. Right? So like it was just quick sweeping everything and doing a lot of work when both of them were up. Pretty cool. Pretty cool run. I'm actually really glad to see that succeeded. That is pretty hype. I've never gotten something quite like that in the mod, so that is excellent. And that's all I got for you. So, hey, you know, thanks a lot for watching this. I always really appreciate your time. As ever, give the video a like or a dislike if you want, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.